Make sure everything is kosher. I hear the sound. Boom. Okay. This is a super quick, because I can't sleep, reading for all signs. Now, I know other readers are doing the 999 portal and all that. I don't even know what that is, honestly. Have you ever seen a portal? I mean, I do a Lionsgate portal. I just add the portal to, because everybody's searching for a portal, but, that's when the energy is the most strongest. I mean, today might be special. I don't know. It's still eclipse season, so I'm going to kind of operate on what I know and what is familiar to me. So this eclipse season is super important, not only because it hasn't happened for, 130 years or whatever, but the September 7th eclipse is tied to the eclipse of Cindy. Hi, babe. Thank you for being here. It's so early. It's 4:30 in the morning where I am. Thank you for being here. I love you. And thank you for your kind comments on the 2 videos I posted recently. What was I saying? Oh, so the September 7th eclipse is directly related to the eclipse of September 17th, 2024. But the Virgo eclipse coming up is tied to one in 2007. Okay? So what was going on in 2007? So because there's endings associated or reveals, either endings or big reveals that lead to endings that happen during the first week of September for pretty much everybody, but especially those who have Virgo and Pisces in their charts, like me. But this September 21st, that week, should harbor in a new beginning. So I'm going to check out, we're going to do an all signs first. Oh, it's great to see you. Thank you, babe. Using the before tarot with what ended, okay, in the first week, most likely. What was the essence of it, right? And then for what's coming up, a foreshadow or a peek is the after tarot, right? And I pulled these decks too to see if I need more information. That's the Green Witch and the Wizard of Oz, which is quickly becoming my soul deck. Okay, so we'll go from, it's going to be super quick. I'm going to just run through it, okay? So the essence of your ending that you just experienced, the theme, and then we'll pull for what's coming up next. I know, where are you again? Yeah, it is super. I've been having such a hard time sleeping, and I didn't realize until this morning that because I'm a double Pisces, moon and rising, and it's in my 12th house, that's probably why I've been so tired lately. And that quarter-sized weird mark that I had on my leg that I've had for a couple months, it's now fading. So, oh, great. Where are you at, babe? So, super quick reading. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're the one who's in Scandinavia, right? It's so good to see you here. Thank you. So it's like 5 in the evening for you? Something like that? Aries. What is the essence of what ended for Aries in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence of what ended or completed for Aries? What did they give up? in the first week of September 2025. Now think back what you were doing, Aries, in this time last year, literally. What was your focus? Mine was work, right? Secrets coming out. This is all about the 12th house, okay? But the Piscean lunar eclipse, I think was in, I forget what house it was in for you. But I know for Virgos, it was in the 7th house of relationships, right? Here in the Before Tarot, before the eclipse, right? Which is what is in the Rider-Waite card, right? It's shining on, this is when the eclipse is starting to happen, right? So something was being hidden, okay? So what ended for you in the first week, according to the card, is most likely what you were trying to hide. So a truth was revealed, and you changed a chapter. You really did end something, and it might bring good luck for you. Okay, Aries. Thank you. Now, Aries, what is the new beginning? What is the essence? When I say it's the essence, what is like the primary theme of what is going to begin for you in the later part of September 2025? What is the essence of the new beginning, which Aries will experience beginning in September 2025? What is the new beginning? What is the essence of the new beginning Aries will experience in the latter part of September 2025? Now, whatever you were dealing with in 2007, in September 2007, it might be related or might have the same thing. In other words, in one arena of your life. For me, again, it was work, and how I identified myself and all that, right? Discovering what my ambition was going to be. It's actually when I started in this business that I'm in now. Not tarot. I've been doing this for 35 years, but, you know, think about that. I don't know if you're changing your perspective on family or your perspective on happiness. Here it's blocked, okay? It appears in the blocked position, but we actually don't read these before and after tarot cards in the reverse, but we acknowledge the orientation in which they are pulled, right? I don't know if there was a block to happiness, or you will be blocking happiness in, you might be, so sometimes, well, actually not sometimes. The new beginning that's happening in the latter part of September will require a sacrifice of some kind, either small or big or whatever, right? Yeah. You have a sudden new beginning. Okay, in the same arena of your life that you were experiencing in 2007. So in 2007, you started, in September 2007, you started on a new journey. And this is you're going to change your perspective on this journey. I don't know if it has to do with family or home or both, but I mean, you're breaking down a foundation. So you might be changing the way that it's almost like a midlife crisis sort of feel, but I don't want that to scare you. It's going to be sudden like that. Like it will come out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, your perception of family and what is happiness will change. So it's very kind of intellectual, you know? Okay. Interesting. So what will help you on your new beginning? We'll pull from the Wizard of Oz Tarot. I lost a family member during the eclipse. This eclipse? What sign were they? So the moon came in with the wheel. These are two separate readings, just to let you know. I did a reading for the Piscean eclipse, and I did a separate reading, they're not together, for the other eclipse. I don't want you to get the wrong message. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, babe. Did you know they were going to go, or was it sudden? Ah. Oh, gee, I'm so sorry, babe. I hope you knew ahead of time, like you had some kind of heads up. And they had a heads up, so everybody was able to go through the process. But I'm sorry. Trust me, she's in a much better place. This is a weird time to be alive. But we all chose to be alive during this time, so there must be something spectacular about it. We just don't see it yet. What will help Aries on their journey that they're beginning in the latter part of September 2025? I'm sorry for your loss, babe. Oh, good. That actually, you know, that's better. I hope it's actually pretty quick and painless. Interesting. Okay. What will help you, Aries, on your journey of your new beginning will be to connect yourself to your emotions. Here the Tin Man feels disconnected, right? And you can see during, you know, after he's lubed up and able to walk again, because here he's rusted from the rain, right? He's able to cry and express emotions, but he had no control over those emotions, right? But then he found out he had a heart after all. And then the Two of Bricks is, I feel ambition, okay? Also balancing money. So being in touch with your emotions and balancing money or budgeting money, okay? Which I know Aries can have a hard time with sometimes, you know. They think it grows on trees or, yeah, it will come. Things always work out. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. I love that. Okay, Taurus. Two separate readings. Okay, well, actually three. The first one, what ended for you with a Pisces eclipse in the first week of September? Where did you walk away from? Same difference, right? What did Taurus walk away from or end? What is the essence of what Taurus walked away from or what ended for Taurus in the first week of September 2025? What did Taurus walk away from or end? What ended for Taurus in the first week of September 2025? I'm hearing that B-52 song, Love Shack. So I don't know, some aspect of your social life ended with a group, okay? Using the Before Tarot. Here you see in the Before Tarot is the Page of Cups, which is about good emotional news. This could also symbolize a child. And see how there's a seagull dropping, it looks like it's dropping a fish into this Page's cup. Like, here you go. So I don't know if a Pisces left your life. Yeah, maybe. Pisces or any water sign, but strong Pisces here. Okay, but also Aquarius. Or there could be a mixture of both, right? I don't know if somebody, maybe you didn't know the Pisces was going to leave, or you were going to leave the Pisces or a water sign. I don't know if they, either you ended it or they ended it, and it was secretive. Somebody didn't want you to know, or you didn't want them to, I mean, it could have been at night, but then you have like a day and night scene, right? But again, it would have been at the beginning of the eclipse. Interesting. Okay. What the next reading is for Taurus. What is the essence of the new beginning that will come in for Tauruses in the latter part of September 2025? What is the essence or theme of the new beginning that Tauruses will have or experience in the latter part of September 2025? What is the essence or theme of the new beginning Tauruses will have in the latter part of September 2025? One more I heard. Okay. I don't know if you, so it came in blocked, but this is the after tarot, where after people have like finished training or competing and now they're resting, right? I don't know if you are going to be able to Fives are about conflict and change. They're related to the Hierophant, right? Corporations, industries, religion, churches, school, right? I don't know if you're blocking a group. And then Knight of Wands. You take action. You're blocking rest. You're taking action. There's a new beginning in your ambition and drive, right? Now, 5 of Wands plus a wand is 6 of Wands, right? And if the Knight's related to, had a number, it would be the number 12, which is related to Hanged Man, right? And Hanged Man is about, which is also a Piscean card, is about taking a step back and waiting for more information before acting on it, right? There may be a change, possibly in your 5th house or 6th house, right? Or work. These guys carry messages of truce or proclamations of battle, right? But there's quickness. It seems like a drive and ambition. I'll pull another card. I think you might act on impulse on a new contract, but you'll have a brand new beginning and you're driving. So if you were hiding your light under a bushel, you'll be more public. If you have felt apathy, you'll have new energy and drive. And usually this is sparked by inspiration. I think you're not relying on a group for inspiration, and you're not relying on ear sign. But this is fiery energy. It's, someone lighting a firecracker underneath. Hi, good morning. What is mommy doing now? Yes, I love you. I love you. You're such a good boy. Yeah. So you have new inspiration, new ambition. Let's see how you're going to do it. Hi, baby. Did you come to keep me company? Keep us company? Yeah, you're such a good boy. Now, monkey's tough. You know, they take on your personality. So, he's not a lap cat at all. But he's getting, I mean, he was a very wild cat. I mean, he was just abandoned, you know. And I got him at 5 weeks. He's just a baby. Guess I'm talking about you because how much I love you. But every time I go on a trip, he gets more and more cuddly. But he won't sit on your lap. Like, he'll just stand on your chest I wake up with him standing on my chest, just looking at me. Just not moving, just kind of just looking. And then it's kind of funny how I'll be sleeping and I don't open my eyes right away. And I'll just sense that that I'm being watched. And I'll, open an eye like this and he'd be like looking at me like, is she up yet? Yeah, the baby. I love you. Taurus. Hi, everybody. Taurus. How are you? What is the best path to take or strategy to take to be inspired on a new journey? Ooh. Tinglies already. I heard this is the one, so I'm not going to cut it anymore. Yeah. You're thinking about the future with the 3 rooms. Now, this is the scene in Wizard of Oz where they've exposed the Wiz for just being a guy behind a curtain. Okay, but he's a wise man and he's inspiring. And he tells them that they've had these talents and elements of themselves that they've been seeking all along. And he awards them symbols of these, since they don't actually feel it. But it's, for instance, he hung a heart pendant around the Tin Man and, made the Lion King and so on and so forth, right? You have the talent and the will. I mean, this is a card of ambition. It's also a real estate card. I don't know if that's important to you. Okay. But it's seeing your ships come in. You might grab a contract that's unexpected, in other words. Okay. I love it. Geminis. Thank you for the like. So I'm doing 3 readings for Gemini. The first reading is about what is the essence of what ended or what you walked away from in the first week of September. What is the essence or theme of what Geminis walked away from or what ended for them in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence of what Geminis walked away from or ended in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence of what Geminis left behind or ended in the first week of September 2025? I heard a love affair. I heard the name of a place, Hoboken. I don't know if it had to do with a Sagittarius or a Pisces, but there's a revelation of some sort, or maybe the Pisces or Sagittarius had this is a Pisces card, but for me it's also Sagittarius, so that's why I have to say that. Had a revelation about what they want, and this is 12th house matters, so this is dreams, desires, spirituality, right? I don't know if a Virgo had anything to do with it, or maybe you were a gold digger, or they were a gold digger, right? Usually this is a female gold digger, but since it became in the blocked position, it could be a dude, okay? But here, I don't know if someone was blocking your sense of self-worth or love, because this is the before tarot, right? This is a few minutes before the Rider-Waite image where she's holding up the pentacle and looking at herself, which is a self-love card for me, okay? Here, the snake in the tree is offering the pentacle. Remember, I heard love affair, and then I heard Hoboken. I wonder if Hoboken actually means something. Sometimes American names, place names have like Native American origins. Meaning of Hoboken. The term Hoboken likely originates from the Lenape phase, Hapagan Hakenek, meaning land of the tobacco pipe. Alternatively, it may derive from the Dutch word Hobak, meaning high bluff. The name was also inspired by a village in modern Belgium, which was named by 17th century Dutch settlers. How Hoboken got its name. It was a tough town, but everybody looked out for each other. Nice. What was the main theme of what ended for you? I heard love affair, so I'm going to say it's a love affair. And it was one where somebody of Sagittarius or Pisces, so if you ended it, it was because this person didn't make you feel good. You know, they provided the self-worth and there was an agenda behind it, just like the snake in the Garden of Eden had an agenda. Or the other person, who's not a Gemini, had a realization about you, that they felt, I'm not saying you were, they felt you were a gold digger or vain or had your own agenda, right? That you were somehow corrupted by the snake. Okay? I'm just saying. The cards are telling me that. Okay, your next reading, which will probably be happier. What is the essence of the new beginning you're going to have in the latter part of September? What is the essence or main theme of the new beginning Geminis will experience in the latter half of September 2025? What is the essence of or theme of the new beginning? Hi, Mikey. Which Geminis will experience in the latter half of September 2025. Are you my baby? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Love it. Leo energy. I don't know if you're going to start a foray or a new beginning in a medical or dental field. A money offer is blocked in this way, or money is an issue. So this just means that you're either blocking charity, you're not giving out money. I don't know. You're kind of focused on yourself, and you're focused on keeping your money or budgeting money so that you can care for others in some way. It could be charity work. It could be nursing school. It could be medical school. It could be dental school. It could be that you become a professional caretaker or whatever. Now, if the eights had, I mean, this is really, this is a number 8 card, so it's related to the eights. The 8 of Cups. leaving something behind and going up to the mountain to get your answer. The Eight of Pentacles, which is an apprenticeship, learning something new. The Eight of Wands, online, over a distance, lots of messages. Monkey, wow. No, wow. A good boy. The Eight of Swords, where you're kind of trapped in your own head. But this is also 5th house. This is going to be fun for you. You're going to love it, whatever it is. You know, caring for others. I don't think it's actually a not-for-profit because this came in blocked. Okay. So I think it has to do with service to others. Awesome. Okay. What is the best strategy for Geminis to have the most successful new journey or path beginning in September 2025? What is the most successful strategy which Geminis should have or take on this new journey beginning in September 2025? Page of Brooms, which is the Page of Wands. Now here, this is in the Wizard of Oz where the tornado has reached the farm that she's at. And she's realizing she's in trouble because, you know, that she doesn't have control, right? Now it came in block, no transformation. But see, in the upright, somebody else there's an element of control in both of these. See, the Wicked Witch is like, okay, you know, she's controlling events around Dorothy, and she's using an hourglass. It's like a deadline, right? Here, there's no transformation. You may be trying to not stop time, but make time work for you. So, if for instance, if you have an opportunity to go to college or school or take a program like nursing, dental assistant, whatever it is, CNA, you might be able to take an accelerated program, okay? But it's going to be like super busy and whirlwind and, you know, it's ambitious, but I think you can do it. It might cause trouble between friends because you have 2 pages here in this reading. But this is the Page of Pentacles in the upright. Now remember, you had the Page of Pentacles in reverse or blocked in that way. You might be able to get money after all to fund this endeavor. Now, am I telling you to go to nursing school or caretaking school or whatever it is? No, I'm not. But it's some kind of service which helps other people. Okay? Interesting. So the best thing to do, if you have a way, so the best strategy is if you have a way to take an accelerated training or whatever it is that you want to do in service to others, go ahead and do it. Okay. Now, Cancers. 3 readings as the other signs before you. The first reading is what ended. What is the essence of what ended or what you've left behind in the first week of September with the Pisces lunar eclipse. The second reading is with the After Tarot, what new beginning you're going to have. And then the third reading is how you're going to do it. Okay. What is the essence of what Cancer signs Monkey? Baby! Sorry. You know, it's early in the morning and I have downstairs neighbors and I have hardwood floors, so, well, not hardwood floors, but I don't have carpeting. So they're going to hear that and they're going to wake up. So let me close that door. He seems to calm down if I lock him in there. Hey, man, are you coming out here, baby? Baby. Shh. Be quiet. Don't run. Don't run, baby. Don't run. No. What is the essence of what Cancer signs ended or left behind or walked away from in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence or theme of what Cancer signs left behind, what ended for them in the first part of September 2025? I see, well, I heard tower and then I saw a ladder at the same time. So, I don't know if that means anything to you personally. Hierophant. You might have left behind a religion, or you may have graduated something, a program or school or whatever it is, but you may have converted to another religion, or you left behind a belief system. Now, atheism, agnosticism is a form of belief system, so I'm not saying you lost your faith or you should, but I mean, same difference, okay? Now, it came in blocked because we don't read the before and after tarot in reverse. We read them as blocks. In the upright, you had in reverse. Here, the Knight of Swords is charging his troops that they're going into battle, right? I don't know if you stopped fighting with an institution or ended the fight with an institution or the institution with you. Especially if the Justice card comes up. Almost. It could be a boss or a supervisor or someone who has authority over you. Spiritual or work or family. You know, because this could be the patriarch, right? Some kind of battle or call to battle ended. If there was problems brewing since last year, September 2024, it most likely ended, or you walked away from it, okay? Or whoever was the source of the tension or whatever it is, they left. Because you can see the Emperor is standing up, right? Or he's about to sit down. One of the two. There's motion by someone, an action by someone. I heard the word overruled. So I don't know if you just got through like a court case, right? At any rate, it ended. Okay. Interesting. Now, your second reading, Cancers. What is the essence or theme of your new beginning this month? What is the essence or new beginning? Thank you for being here, you guys. Yeah, he is my little guardian. You know what's weird? It's so funny you should say that. Because I think I've said this before. I don't really have... For the first 2 years I was here, this is like the most unhaunted place I've ever lived, right? Not much going on. There was an uptick in the last year and a half, like inside my home. But before I would sense a presence in the garage. But it was innocuous. It was some, I took out the trash and sensed somebody was there and know they were in a certain corner or whatever. And, you never want to acknowledge that because otherwise they go, oh, they know I'm here and they'll follow you. So you kind of just, anyway, it was outside my home. I didn't care. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. It's very neutral energy. But I've had a couple of things like come through here and then not stay. But I think my cat sees or senses more of them passing through. It's like they're passing through almost. I see them like move from one place to another, right? In my home. It doesn't happen too often. At any rate, my point is, I'll be saying laying in bed, and there's like the way my bed is, or my room is, I'm back against the north wall, and then there's a hallway that goes back that way. But if you sit on the edge of my bed, you kind of can see around the corner down the hallway. Because I have like a bedroom suite, and then I have like a separate guest bedroom with bathroom. But sometimes he'll get up and just start staring around the corner. And then he'll start growling like a dog. I don't know where he picked it up from. Like, I've never heard a cat do that. It's like he was around dogs. And it's kind of curious. I don't know if when the first 5 weeks of his life he was around dogs. Because he was wild. Hi, baby. You're a good puppy, aren't you? Because he's not afraid of dogs at all. He'll just walk right up to dogs. And like try to play with them and stuff. You're like a big puppy, yeah? You a puppy? Yeah. But monkey will growl like a dog. And it's very protective, What is the essence or theme of the new beginning for Cancer signs in the latter part of September 2025? What is the essence of the new beginning Cancers will experience in the latter part of September 2025? Ooh, quick. I don't know why this is popping in my head because I mentioned the word previous, but I heard innocuous in my head. Oh, I don't know if you're dealing with the Leo or Gemini. Okay. The essence of your new beginning, you're either someone's going to take care of you or you're going to take care of them, but in a loving way. And maybe you have a second chance at life, or maybe you help people transition from life to death. That is a possibility. So, I mean, you might be caring for somebody. A Leo, a Scorpio, combination of both of those. I'm going to pull another card. Celebration, reunion, okay. Now, the order that the cards come in is important too. I don't really talk a lot about that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember my readings a whole lot because like you said, I kind of have like every port open, right? Because sometimes my clients, my friends will come, I mean, my clients always become like my good long distance friends. And you're like, remember that part where you said this? And I'm like, no, I don't remember that. Really? I said the name of your spirit guide? Like, I just don't remember. And I don't have time to read, watch. I don't really have a lot of time to watch the recorded readings. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you look at it, tell me what I said, and then I'll see if I pick up something. At any rate, the order in which the cards are pulled are important too. you could be having a reunion with someone. And someone that adores you and you they. There's a second chance, or maybe divine timing had something to do with it. Now, in terms of divine timing, the September 21st eclipse, like I said at the beginning of the reading, monkey, no, meow, meow, is related to the 2007 solar eclipse in Virgo. Monkey. I'm sorry, I can't have you do that. Bad boy. So all I had to do is kind of keep him in the room for a while. Because I have a big area rug in there. Keep him in the room for a while, and then he'll stop zooming, and then I'll hear him meow. And when I let him out, he stops zooming. It works. And then there's a celebration. I think you're a reunion with someone, or like the 2007 eclipse augured in a new career for me. Okay, so if it was the same for you, for instance, whatever was happening in 2007 most likely is related to this eclipse, but not exclusively, you know, because that's a long time ago. But it might be. It might be in that, I'm like, where am I going to get the reunion? Maybe in work, maybe in your friends, your friend group, right? But this is a reunion card. It's a celebration card. You'll be happy about this new beginning. And it either has something to do with divine timing, a Scorpio, a Leo, a Cancer, because it's related to the Chariot card. Yeah. Now let's do the third reading for Cancer. What's the best strategy to make this new beginning as successful as possible? Hello, everybody. Welcome. Please hype the video if you don't mind. So the hype feature is a new feature for smaller creators like me. I don't gloss my readings or tell people what they want to hear, so I only have 8,000 subscribers, even though I've been on YouTube for 7 years. So I'd really appreciate it if you hyped, because the hype feature was created for smaller creators like me, okay? So I appreciate it, if you would, if you liked the video. What's the best strategy for Cancer signs to make the new beginning as successful as possible? What is the best strategy which Cancers should follow to make the new beginning as successful as possible? Now, if you do not have a reunion with a physical person in the latter part of September, you know, maybe rewatch this video, because it might be a clue as to what arena. What I'm telling you is not going to happen 10 years from now. There's a deadline, September, okay? Oh, look at this. The best strategy is to not seek the reunion, because you're the Three of Cups in reverse. Don't push for a reunion. I think the new beginning is that somebody comes back to you on their own, right? They might be deciding this pathway right now with the Two of Swords in reverse. Now, this is right before the tornado, right? Interesting. I mean, this is the card we don't speak of, okay? But it could be a Capricorn, Leo, Scorpio. I don't know if this is like a mother figure or someone you had a falling out with, okay? Wait for them to come to you, okay? If it's not that, say my interpretation of the cards is wrong, which is very possible for any reader, by the way, okay? Because we're not 100% right all the time. If we were, nobody would be watching these videos, right? Or any reader, because it would be too frightening. Then it has to do with overcoming an illness and then celebrating that. Or after you've cared for someone, like maybe, you know, after someone passed, like one of our viewers said, then there's a celebration of just life and then the afterlife, because all have their pros and cons, right? But there's ascension, there's an acceptance, or like you're being, it's definitely a good new beginning, okay? Where you maybe feel closer to God and love and friendship. So you might get new friends, in other words. Okay, now we're going to go on for Leos. Hello, everybody. So we're doing 3 readings. This one's for Leos. We're going to do what ended, or what did you walk away from in the first part of September, and what new beginning you're going to have, and then what is the best strategy for doing so. Leos. What's the essence or theme, main theme of what Leos walked away from, of what ended for them in the first part of September? Because I know what it was for me, but maybe it was more subtle for you. It was very stark to me because I'm a Virgo and a Pisces, right? So that's why this reading would be valuable to someone who may not, where the change wasn't so in your face, you know what I mean? What's the main theme or essence of what Leos left behind, or what ended for them in the first part of September 2025? Ooh. It might have been unrequited love, possibly with a Pisces for Leo, or a Scorpio, some kind of water sign. These both came in blocked, right? No transformation in love. It was not a battle worth fighting or winning, you know? So it had to do with romance or love or unrequited love or whatever it is. So what is going to be your new beginning? Now remember, the first eclipse, as I said with Cancers, the first eclipse is related to the eclipse of this time last year. The solar eclipse in Virgo is tied to a series of eclipses that was in the last part of it in Saros was in 2007. Okay? So it might be in that arena of life. They might have a clue, but not necessarily. Okay? But it was a tie to a new beginning you experienced in September 2007. What's the essence or theme, main theme of the new beginning Leos are going to have or experience in September 2025? What is the essence or main theme of the new beginning Leos are set to experience in September 2025? So how I get my messages, sometimes I got little videos that play in front of my face, like in my mind's eye. Words are put in my head. images are drawn on my stomach upside down. There was a word that was coming in and it started with an S, but I don't, like it was at least 4 letters long, but I couldn't really discern it. I should tell you what I see, whether it means something or not to me. Okay. You might get married, or you might meet the person you're going to marry. And you're both on the same page. You have both the orientation, right? And the Justice card. You're going to meet, if you had bad luck and had to walk away, you're making space for someone new to come in. They're in reverse because you haven't met them yet. Because we're talking about the last part of September. So be really aware of the people you meet. They might even work in the justice system. Attorney, judge, cop, firefighter, county clerk. I mean, it might be that. We're talking about Leos. I think you might meet the person you're going to marry. That's amazing. What's the best strategy or state of being to bring this new beginning in for some Leos in the latter part of September 2025? What is the main theme or essence of the strategy or state of being or perspective Leos should hold to bring this new beginning in successfully? Okay, we're finishing up Leos. If you're just coming on the broadcast, we're finishing Leos and about to start up in Virgos. What's your best strategy? Ace of Bricks or Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You might meet this person in the like in a money situation, in a bank, an investment firm, I don't know, something. Charity, I don't know. But when you start when you're focused on money, you bring this person in. It looks like, man, look at that, the Fool. I love it. A brand new beginning that's like a brand new cycle as well. I think that's amazing. Leo's had the best rating. Okay, Virgos. I'm almost scared to look. As you know, I'm double Virgo, double Pisces. This was like, the eclipse week was like the worst and the best week I've had in years for various reasons. Or really for one reason, but you know what I mean. It could have been worse. Okay. What is the essence or main theme of what ended for Virgos, or what Virgos walked away from in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence or main theme of what Virgos left behind, or what ended for them in the first week of September 2025? I heard math. Math. That's weird. I don't know how to interpret that. I wonder if he was a Pisces. Maybe that's why Pisces has shown up in the past 5 years in my readings. Interesting. I don't want to think about it. Anyway, Pisces or Sagittarius. This is significator for Pisces. And then King of Wands. I don't know if this person had a Leo rising or moon. You left a person behind. For whatever reason. Let's pull another card just for kicks. Yeah. See the Dove of Peace? Yeah. I want to say you took the high road. Not that they took the low road. Just like, it was a nice ending. Okay, let's see what new beginning's going to come in for us. Yeah. They also had a revelation. Just want to let you know, because it came in blocked. Okay, what is the essence or main theme of the new beginning? Virgos are going to... God, that would make so much sense if he was a Pisces. I don't know his birthday. Anyway, what's the essence or main theme of the new beginning Virgos will experience in the latter part of September 2025? Hey, I think theirs are thoroughly mixed. You have a new beginning in money. And it's legacy money. See the scarab? Anyway, the order of the cards are... the new beginning does not involve the past at all. Especially your childhood past. I want to say your hometown. Yeah. There is no... You could hold a gun to my head and I will never live in Hawaii again. So that is apt. A battle is one. But this is after... This is right before the battle, right? I'm sorry, this is right after the battle because it's the after tarot. The battle has been won over maybe childhood emotions or related emotions. And you have a new gateway. Look at that. I feel like you're starting a new cycle, or we are, even though the World card isn't here. It looks like you're going to get an uptick in money. I love that. Of course. You're about to start a new cycle. That's amazing. Love it. I'll take it. You bet. This card wanted to come out. Yeah. That is Spears in reverse. Okay. The third Virgo reading. God, it's 6:30 already. Have we been on for 2 hours? God, I gotta learn how to do super fast all signs. What's the best strategy for successful new beginning for Virgos in September 2025? What is the best strategy or new beginning for the new beginning to be as successful as possible for Virgos in September 2025? There's a lot of cards. I'm going to put these two back in the deck. Hermit in reverse. Stop looking for answers because you already know how to do what you need to do. And meaning you don't have to do any more research. Oh, really? Oh, good, good. I thought it came on at 4:30 though. Oh no, the last time I looked at the clock was 4:44. So I probably started at 5. Thank you so much, babe. That makes me feel better. And then 4 of Swords, healing. Okay. But this is when she's ruminating about how boring her life is, but she knows at a new beginning or there's some place beyond herself, beyond the farm. I mean, I don't know if this is relocation possibly. Okay. Because this is when she sings Somewhere Over the Rainbow. But this is a rest and relaxation card. This is healing, right? Which is apt, I guess. But then you have the 5 of Pentacles, which is a loss of money or loss of faith in someone. And this is the strategy to make this whole big money thing come in, right? Because I feel like it's big money. Okay, it could even be a windfall of some kind. Now with the 5 of Bricks, you can see this is when the Wicked Witch, you see there, sends her flying monkey scout to go find Dorothy, right? I don't know how to interpret that. It doesn't make sense. I don't know if it is to like, you have the answers so no research is needed. So maybe you need to spend a little money to make this happen. So I don't know if you're starting your own business or launching your own business. But the best way is to just maybe wait for, I feel like, because of the card, I feel like she can sense something is happening. There is an apathy. Whereas this person is taking action. Even the Hermit takes action, right? They leave the 8 of Cups behind and go, F this, I'm going elsewhere. Because the Hermit card can be a relocation card too. See, I'm successful in San Francisco because I'm born in the, probably for a lot of reasons, but it helps that I'm born in a monkey year. It's a monkey city. You know, that's why I'm lucky here most of the time. So the relocation thing doesn't make sense. So I'm going to hold these up to you. And I want you to look at the cards and see what they feel to you, Virgos. Right? Thank you for the white pure heart. You're so sweet. Now we're going to read for Libras. We're going to give you 3 readings. From the Before Tarot is what is it that you ended or walked away from the first week of September? Because some people might not know if they're not a Pisces or a Virgo. Maybe it was more subtle. Then the second reading we're going to do is from the After Tarot, and it's for what new beginning is going to come in for you in the latter part of September. And then from the Wizard of Oz Tarot deck, you know, what is the best strategy for making that successful? Okay? Libras, thank you for being here, you guys. Please hype the video. The hype feature is for, you know, smaller creators like me, so we can get more exposure. So I appreciate you if you like the video. What is the essence of the ending of what Libras walked away from in the early part of September 2025? What is the essence of the ending or what Libras walked away from in the first week of September 2025? Oop. Boom. You took a leap of faith. You left a situation, you're way out of your comfort zone, according to the cards. Like this is a block to a home or stability of some kind, or even a marriage or an engagement, right? Maybe you broke off an engagement with an earth sign, possibly, who wanted to maybe move too fast or was moving too fast, or... But you see, in the upright, which you didn't have it in, see how this Knight of Pentacle is pulling the pentacle out so that it can take it to another place? These were both blocked, okay? Stability ended, or you ended it so that you could better your life somehow. Or at least get away from a situation that was not optimal for you, according to you. Okay, so what is the new beginning? Or you abandoned a house building project is possible too. Okay, possibly due to money or an earth sign. What's the essence of the main theme or main theme of the new beginning coming to Libras in the latter part of September 2025? What is the essence or main theme of the new beginning coming to Libras in the latter part of September 2025? Oh, my kitty is meowing. His timeout is over. Monkey, thank you. Be my baby. Baby. You're my baby. Yeah, you're my good boy. Yes, you are. You're my baby. You're my little monkey. So what is your new beginning? I'm going to have to cover this up. You got the Death card, and you got the card we don't speak of in the upright. A lot of, I mean, after a battle, I want to say you enjoy the spoils. I don't know if you had to fight for a new love. Yeah. A lot of Scorpio, Gemini, Leo energy, right? This could be in career as well. You may have a new beginning in the latter part of September where you have absolute victory. Victory over someone who's overbearing or hypersexual. I mean, you may have twins. So you might win over someone you've been wanting for a while, and you end up with babies. Yeah. Babies you can take care of. That's interesting. Okay. Good for you. Sorry, I'm sucking on a lozenge. What is the best strategy for the new beginning for Libra? What is the best strategy for Libras to make it the new beginning as successful as possible? I heard put a ring on it. Right? A lot of cards. I'm not confused. I just nosing. I'm nosy. Finding balance and good that you know that's inside you, that you deserve a new beginning, a new family, a new emotional life, right? Possibly with a King of Cups, Aries, Gemini, Virgo, but it could be any sign. Scorpio. You find your heart. Maybe, I mean, with this new beginning, you're not going to have all the resources that you need, or you might not be telling people about it. Maybe you shouldn't. But a new world, I mean, there's a shakeup, possibly a surprise event. Their news, good news, whatever it is, that comes to you. Possibly about a new family, okay? Okay. Scorpio. Welcome, everybody. What did Scorpios leave behind? What's the essence of what Scorpios left behind, or what ended for them in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence or main theme of what Scorpios left behind, or what ended for, for them? In September 2025. You put a halt to something. It was you who ended something, or you gave up on it. You blocked an ascension of what you were about to make act on, and you pulled back, it looks like, because you had this in reverse. So maybe you figured there was no opportunity there, or there was no future, okay? Most likely in the area or arena that September of last year you were working on. Could it be a relationship? Possibly, but it could be an opportunity too. Or a relocation. Whatever it is, it looks like you're like, you know what? You either lost passion for it, the idea of it, or it just wasn't going anywhere. I don't know if it had something to do with Leo, or someone who's like an angry Leo. You know what I mean? You just couldn't get it together with someone, you know, and you just kind of gave up. You moved on, which was perfectly appropriate during this Piscean new moon, lunar eclipse. Sorry. What is the essence or main theme of the new beginning coming in for Scorpios in the latter part of September 2025? What is the essence or main theme for Scorpios of the new beginning coming in for them in September 2025. What's the essence or main theme of the new beginning coming in for Scorpios in the latter part of September 2025? I heard something, but it was negative. I heard the word ghosting, but I don't know if that has to do with Halloween too. I mean, I felt that was a possibility when I heard it. I mean, Scorpios are the type that need the last word, so, I mean, it doesn't make sense that I heard that word. If we take it for the urbanized meaning. Now, ghosting is fucking bad because it actually connects you energetically to somebody. You know? And it creates like a third energy that connects you, which is kind of like counterproductive. Or here you have the High Priestess, the Immaculate Woman, the Star card. Resources may be blocked. And the King of Pentacles is blocked. I mean, as far as new beginnings, it doesn't seem promising. I'm not saying you're not going to have a promising new beginning. You might be holding on. You're in danger of repeating a cycle, according to the cards, because you're keeping secrets or ghosting. You're not acting on your hopes and dreams and wishes, or you're blocking an Aquarius or water sign. And you're not being generous, especially to a Taurus. I don't know, it's kind of all over the place. It feels super passive aggressive. It feels like you're holding on to something separate from the thing that you ended. Like there's at least a couple people that you're dealing with. Could it be in career? Sure. And that was in love? Sure. You'll know what this is. You're in danger of repeating a cycle or creating an energy tie to someone that it doesn't look like you care about. And maybe just to hurt. I think you're probably the one who's thinking about ghosting. I would highly recommend that you not do that. So, what is the best strategy for Scorpios to initiate, to make the new beginning as successful as possible? What is the essence of the strategy Scorpios should have or take or make to make this new beginning at the end of September 2025 as successful as possible? I'm seeing the color yellow, which is the color of deception. I'm sorry, Scorpios. I don't usually get those messages, so, you know. Might be dealing with a Virgo. Yeah. So, the best strategy is not to ghost, literally. To provide answers. To go ahead and cut the tie, right? But by telling the truth. This is why you're not going to see me anymore. You know, I don't want to hang with you anymore. I don't want to see you. I don't want to deal with you. These are the reasons why. Or just saying, hey, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Click. At least there's some kind of, you know, you'll look like the asshole or be the asshole. But at least you don't, there's no second guessing on the other end, right? Okay. Glad we had that talk. What's this? We're reading for Sagittarius, right? 2 eclipse readings and then the best strategy reading. What's the essence of what Sagittarians left behind or ended, what ended for them in the first week of September 2025. What is the essence or main theme of what Sagittarians walked away from or what ended in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence or main theme of what Sagittarians walked away from or what ended for them in the first week of September 2025? Now, as you guys know, I'm not the type of reader who's going to tell you what's happened in the past, all right? But this just, you know, the eclipses are not always, if you're not a Pisces or a Virgo, it may not have been apparent to you, and this may be a clue for you. It might have been a job or a set of choices, yeah. So, the before tarot and after tarot, we don't read in reverse, but I have to acknowledge that they came in reverse because those are viewed as blocks. I don't know if you were denied or rejected an application that was meaningful for you and, you know, you've been working on for at least a year or wanted to do for at least a year. This is the before tarot. This is a new apprenticeship, right? A new apprenticeship was blocked, so you kind of gave up on it. You weren't really given a lot of choices in this regard, but maybe you didn't see all of them. See how he's kind of like, the cups are empty, right? And then there was boredom and apathy associated with this. Maybe you know, used up all your choices. A job or an apprenticeship could have ended. Or some, I don't think it was about a love affair or something. I mean, it could be. But I don't think so. I think this has to do with work or a stream of income. But this was tied to the eclipse of September of last year. So it's in whatever arena, whatever your storyline, it was in whatever arena you were most focused on last September. Okay? Now the new beginning. I mean, in other words, you could have gotten a new gig last September and then you're ending it now because, you know, it's lost its luster, you know, or its blush, and, or, you know, the apprenticeship is lasting too long, so there's no, you know, possibility of promotion. You would just be in the same position all the time and you're ambitious, so you're kind of leaving it behind, or it's just boring to you, you know? But it's the ending of a steady stream of income of some kind in one area. Hopefully you have multiple streams, okay? What is the essence or major main theme of the new beginning coming in for Sagittarius in the latter part of September? I kind of feel like it's new love or a renewal or a heightening or a level up in a relationship for you, a love relationship. That's what I'm feeling right now. What is the main theme or essence of the new beginning starting for Sagittarius in the latter part of September 2025? God, the death card is coming up a lot. So, remember, I felt like there's where a relationship goes up a level, right? But the cards don't show that, okay? But take both types of information, okay, and assimilate them, how it means to you. This is the after tarot. So this is after a battle, there is transformation. So the dawn of a new day. You'll feel re-energized in some manner. You'll feel like you can conquer anything. Okay? And you're going to face any fears or worries head on and just fix them. You're not going to rest, or you're not going to mourn heartbreaks of the past. Okay? They're not going to influence you anymore. So in other words, you know, for example, if you're leveling up in a relationship, it's because you've moved past, you know, whatever shit you had to work out, and fears and patterns of behavior, whatever happened to your past, it's not going to color the relationship you're in now. Okay? I think it's amazing. That's just an example, not an exact storyline. My shirts are getting loose. Thank God. So last year, I'm still recovering from, like, I was without my thyroid medication for about 8 months, and I just ballooned in weight. And yeah, I have a good deal to lose, but I had to change the dosage because I've been without it for so long and my disease advanced. But then I developed what I think was, because I wasn't losing a lot of weight after I initiated, you know, was able to get my medication. So my doctor thinks it's some kind of insulin resistance. But I mean, unfortunately, I don't know anything about nutrition or biochemistry to figure out, you know, how to fight that insulin resistance. I just want to be able to take a pill and have it go away. Honestly, you know, if I was retired, maybe I would have time to do that kind of thing, but I don't. Or I think I don't. Anyway, maybe that will be my new project. What's the best strategy Sagittariuses should make, create, utilize to make this new beginning as successful as possible? What is the essence of the strategy which Sagittarius should make, take, create, follow in order to make this new beginning at the end of September 2025 as successful as possible? One more time. I heard green, and then, excuse me, I heard green, and then I heard jelly bean. I hate it when I don't know what it is, but you might know what it is. Don't keep secrets, and don't make any, like, heavy-duty promises. With the 9 of Cups in reverse, promise what you know you can deliver and then over-deliver. It's basically it. Don't keep secrets. Share everything. I mean, if it's a partner, right? Okay. Now, Capricorns. What time is it? Okay. What is the essence or main theme of what Capricorns left behind, or what ended for them in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence or main theme of what ended, or what Capricorns walked away from in the first week of September 2025? It's seeing the word yellow, so I don't know if you felt like there was deception around you, but not actually directed toward you. Huh. I want to say, wait, what ended for you? Oh, this is interesting. So, more if you're a dude, like a man, Capricorn male, you might have left a family situation for a mistress, or the other way around, like you went back to a family situation. And it was kind of like a blind decision. Like maybe you even flipped a coin. Capricorns would do that kind of thing. Yeah, I hope so too. Please pray for me. Pray for the chemistry in my body to normalize. Specifically insulin resistance, which is hard to treat. Anyway, thank you for your good wishes. I appreciate you. And I wish you like abundance and I want to say peace. Although you seem quite peaceful, I wish like a huge windfall for you. It was a blind decision. It wasn't even a balanced decision. It's like you gave up the balance, right? And it was, I think you left a situation to go to a situation. And had to do with love or relationships. I mean, Capricorns are very family oriented, so, but you know, they also have a tendency to mess around. Even the women. So, I think you just decided to end something illicit. Even though it may be beautiful in your dream and all that, you like the stability of family. If this had to do with work, I don't think it had something to do with work. You might have ended a pipe dream or some kind of dream for stability and money. You're choosing money and family stability over everything. So you ended something that you felt destabilized that. Okay? So what is your new beginning coming in? What is the main theme or essence of the new beginning to be experienced by Capricorns in the latter part of September 2025? What is the main essence or theme of the new beginning which Capricorns will experience in the latter part of September 2025? Thank you for being here, you guys. I would love it if you hyped the video or the channel. I heard stop your wicked ways. I didn't think that. It was put in my head. So take it how it resonates. I don't know if you're blocking your libido. I don't know if you're just blocking women who are immaculate, or not immaculate, I should say, or you're blocking mom. Because sometimes Capricorns have problems with their mothers. I don't know. Yours is very confusing. Both of those readings are confusing to me. You made a definitive ending of something that you wanted, and you chose stability instead. Somehow you felt you had to make a choice, right? In the new beginning reading, all of it's blocked, right? But it has to do with an energetic, inventive cycle. Perhaps you're doing something in secret, but a project you might start a new project. It's not the mainstream of income, but it's something creative. It may be divinely inspired in some way. That's how I'm going to interpret that. It's a little screwy, I have to admit. I was so sick yesterday. All weekend, really. Even during my birthday, I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't like, I mean, I was a little nauseated on Friday. And then I was just tired, like exhausted. My birthday and even Sunday. Even though I did a reading, but then yesterday I couldn't even get out of bed. I was just so like physically exhausted. Maybe I should go to the doctor. Just do a checkup. I usually go around my birthday anyway, so I'll just go for my annual. I might be thinking about this because remember, what I think about is usually what the Quorant is thinking about. So I don't know if Capricorns have to have their health checked out. What's the best strategy Capricorn should use to make their new beginning as successful as possible? Believe in miracles. Believe that you deserve all the good that's coming to you. The Empress was in reverse. I think you're blocking your mom. You know? And you're just moving forward for reals. You might even hitch your wagon to someone more successful than you, or the cards are telling you to do that. But it's kind of, it doesn't vibe. I mean, it's almost like opposite of the thing you ended. So maybe you ended one dream and just switched completely different horses. You know what I mean? You're just doing something completely different, perhaps. Okay, now let's read for Aquarius. Oh, thank you, babe. I'm 57. Thank you for your kind wishes. What is the essence or main theme of the ending of what Aquarius has walked away from in the first week of September 2025? What is the essence or main theme of the ending or what Aquarius has walked away from in the first week of September 2025? I don't know if it was a Virgo or a gold digger. Men can be gold diggers too, okay? I think you left one uncomfortable, or it wasn't toxic, but it was like unmotivational situation for another, to join a new group, basically, or a new team. One that didn't have so much insecurities, right? Yeah. I think you left a group or a job or something. Or you decided to, right? Because you don't really want to quit something before having something in hand, right? You learned what you could from it, and you built it as far as it could go. Now, what is your new beginning? This is for Aquarius. What is the essence or main theme of the new beginning which Aquariuses are going to experience in the latter part of September 2025? What is the essence of the new beginning which Aquariuses are going to experience in the latter part of September 2025? I don't know how to read this. I don't know if you're just tired. Maybe the new beginning is that you're going to focus on yourself. You're going to take care of yourself before you take care of others. I'm not telling you to do that. Nothing wrong with that. So if you find that you do everything for others, but you get nothing in return, or you keep having to start your life over and over again because you did that, like me, like 6 times, okay? If someone's not reciprocating, I just drop them, honestly. But before, I would just keep trying, you know, meaning let me help you. And, you know, I serve people. I show my appreciation and or love by serving, okay? But sometimes you just got to go, you know what, I'm going to serve myself. Because, you know, I did my time, right? I think you're just focused on yourself and what you're investing. You want to invest in yourself. Yeah, absolutely. So you're focused on yourself. That's your new beginning. That's your new mantra. That's your new religion, right? Okay. What's the best strategy to make Aquarius's new beginning as successful as possible? What's the best strategy Aquariuses should have, create to make their new beginning as successful as possible? I heard avoid the naysayers. So you have people holding you back. Because if you stop giving, they don't have any more to take, right? Yeah, working with people who are willing to work together and put in their bit, right? Here the Page of Cups is in reverse. That speaks to me of, what, baby, are you okay? That was such a big meow. I'm almost done, baby. Come. Come, baby, come. Working hard and not being emotionally attached to the outcome. Hi, little baby. Are you my little monkey, baby? I love my baby. You want to get inside? Okay. Okay. Come on. You're funny. So whenever he wants my attention, this is usually feeding time, about 6:37. I know. So yeah, he's hungry. So what he does, if I don't get up right away, which can happen, like I'll be like scrolling through TikTok. What happened overnight? He'll like keep walking on me. Like he'll just walk over me. Walk over my hands, walk over my chest. Like, hey, just want to let you know I'm here. Fantastic. Okay, Pisces. That's been my lesson and challenge, giving less to others, especially family, and making an effort to focus on myself for health and security. Absolutely. If, you know, you're a good person, you want to give. It's not like there's an agenda. Like if I give to them, they'll give to me. You know what I mean? Say, hey, you need help. Okay, I'll help you. But the thing of it is that takers can pick up on the energy, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, and they'll just like, in a predatory manner, just use you, right? I've had to start my life over literally 6 times because I gave too much to someone, or I loaned money to somebody, and I said, okay, this is my rent money, so please pay me back, otherwise I'll be screwed. And then, you know, I mean, that's just one example that happened to me a couple times. Now I only lend money to friends and family. And, you know, there are limits, just like anybody would have, right? But it's healthy, you know? These people, but not strangers, right? These people, but not second tier or third tier, just first tier people, right? Giving your time and energy, you know? Had to hit rock bottom to wake up even after burning out more than once. Oh, it's the same for you then. You're a sweetheart, I can tell. Yeah. So I just focus on me. I mean, not entirely, I mean, I care about you guys, but you know, after you kind of shut down that energy of giving, you're able to, they stop coming to you after a while, you know? So I only give to the people I'm like, you know, want to foster a relationship with, or friendship with, sorry, friendship, not relationship, friendship. I mean, to the point where, like one of my friends, she goes like, hey, stop fucking giving me gifts. You know, you've already given me gifts. Not that she feels inclined. She's a Virgo too, so she does it too to me. But she's monkey. She's older than me. So, she's like a big sister almost kind of energy. So, yeah. So I have to do what she tells me. Okay, Pisces, sorry. What's the essence or main theme of the ending, or what you had to walk away from in the first week of September 2025? I saw Gemini. Monkey! Stop it! No! Sorry, I can't have him do that. Baby, no. No. Monkey! Stop it! Oh my God. Well, if he's not awake, I'm not yelling at him. It's going to wake them up. Maybe they're already up. My neighbors are so cool. Probably your love language and how you show appreciation for people you love. Yeah. I don't know, it just makes me feel good. Yeah, makes me feel good. But most of the time it's like, oh, this would be good for them. I mean, the motivation in my head is not like, oh, I'm going to give this to him because I want to show him, you know, just want to give him a gift. There's always like a health focus or like, oh, you need this, it will bring you luck, or you need this because you said you lost your rabbit foot. You know, so here's a rabbit foot, you know what I mean? I just want to, I guess I'd like to fill people's voids and help them be happier and healthier. I think that's always the motivation, you know? I think I just care too much about, I should just focus on the people who I actually have friendships and relationships with. Anyway, Pisces, maybe that's a message for you. What's the essence or main theme for Pisces regarding the endings and whatever they walked away from in the first week of September 2025? Remember, I heard Gemini. That's weird. According to the cards, the endings, the ending or whatever you walked away from, it might be giving, because look at this. There's two hands. One is receiving, one is giving, and it's money. And see how the bird is giving the water sign the fish, right? And then this is nostalgia and gift giving. How crazy is that with the Six of Cups? This is a gift giving card. Especially having to do with family or home. Or childhood home. Six is related to the Lover's card, which is Gemini. This is related to Aries, Gemini, Virgo, because it's related to the Magician. This is related to the Justice card. I think that's why we were talking about it. Yeah. You're seeing what you get in return. It's a level of reciprocation. So you might have ended a way of who you're going to give to and who you won't. You made that decision in the first week of September. Maybe you decide you're going to give more to family members rather than fly-by-nights, right? Yeah. Especially in terms of money. You're ending a way of how you give and take. In other words, if you didn't give, then you would, you were a taker, you might change that. Or vice versa. If you were always a giver, you might pull back, like me and suddenly, right? Okay, let's see what new beginning you're. What's the essence or main theme of the new beginning for Pisces in the latter part of September 2025? What is the essence or main theme of the new beginning coming in for Pisces? I almost said in love and romance. In September 2025. I'm seeing like a car, like almost like an Aston Martin, I think it was. And it was like gray, like gunmetal gray. Your new beginning has to do with they're all in reverse. Love and romance, right? But in reverse. I don't know if you're... I'm going to just turn these up right because I don't understand the reversals. Again, it's discernment. Discernment of who you're willing to love or worry about and who you're going to give to, right? You don't want the dragons. You want someone who's pure and innocent and worthy. You're discerning who deserves your attention and love and gifts, right? I think that's beautiful. That's amazing. And very apt because I'm also Pisces moon and rising. Although my readings tend to be geared or for sun signs, right? I guess all is possibilities. What is the best strategy for Pisces to use to make their new beginning as successful as possible? I think you already know. Like you know. Yeah, I'm going to stop giving to the people who don't give back, right? Or don't give first. Pretty easy. I'm going to start work in a half an hour. Best strategy? Wake up call. Here, this is the Seven of Cups in the upright. Here is the scene in Wizard of Oz where she's using the crystal ball to see what she's going to do next, right? Wake up call about what you don't or can't do. And to heal. Take the time to heal whatever you need to do to your emotions, possibly after a heartbreak. And the King of Spears in reverse. Maybe it's not logical to wait. There's a wake-up call. Okay, the best strategy is to accept whatever amount of time you need to heal. Okay? It may not be rational. Maybe you feel like there's things you have to do, but you need to just, there's a wake-up call going, oh, I need time. I can't just like think a certain way, or there's no magic pill like thought process to erase it. You have to feel it, go through it, and overcome it. Okay? Otherwise, it's just going to come up in inopportune times. In other words, you can't avoid there's no way you can heal by avoiding feeling. So you're going to have to be in touch with your emotions and accept your emotions. Just like, you know, I guess it was like 5 days ago, I was crying during a live broadcast. You know, it was a release. So I need to feel it, accept it, think about it, analyze it, move on, right? Can't avoid it. It's like somebody said to me one time, you know, every once in a while, like every few years, I'd get like I'd see a certain psychiatrist who helped me through my divorce, you know, because I felt like a failure and I got depressed. Not dangerously depressed, but, you know, not my happy, bubbly self. This was, you know, I know I said in the live broadcast it was 25 years ago, but I was actually married 32 years ago. How crazy is that? Anyway, she helped me through that. And, you know, we start talking about other stuff over the years. Like every few years I'd go back and like, you know, I've been feeling kind of like this way, and she would help me through it. And I would, you know, then she would say, you know, after a couple of months, she would go, okay, well, you don't really need to come to me anymore. I think we figured it out. But one time she said something really astonishing to me. She goes, and this might be helpful to you. She said, you help other people so you don't have to help yourself. Meaning I was doing it as a type of avoidance behavior or something. So I didn't have to think about what I was going through, because I figured if I made everybody else in my environment happy, then I would be happy, because they were the ones who were causing problems. I just need to get rid of those fucking people, you know? That was the way to do it. So, anyway. Are you? You seem that way, babe. Because we've had the same type of experience. You know, I'm not a big crier, though. That's the thing. I'm actually quite stoic. You know? And I'm tough. But not in a masculine way. Like, I look people dead in their eyes and I tell them exactly, you know, if it's appropriate. And it won't hurt them too much. But I'll go, I don't like what you said to me. This is a deal breaker to me. You know, I'm not afraid of telling people what I want. You know, or don't want. Or like and don't like. What I'm, you know, I'm just, you know, I'm not. And so, but I'm in touch with my feelings. But I don't show my feelings. And I'm not a big crier. Because I'm a happy person, generally. So, yeah. I'm not a crier at all. So, I mean, you know, when I talked about temporarily losing my faith in God, I almost didn't make it through that. There was no reason to live after that. Luckily, it went away in a few days. Didn't you? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad you come up. I'm glad you're allowing that to happen now. Most of my expressions were in anger. You know, if you're a nice person and people just keep shitting all over you. I mean, Virgos are nice until they're not. It only takes so much. And you're like, yeah. All of a sudden, they're persona non grata and you go, whatever. To lose, done. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's not impossible to come back from that, but it's hard. Anyway. I'm going to have to be at work in a half an hour and I got some stuff to do. I don't know who that person was for you. Well, if you watch part 1 of the reading that I did 4 days ago, it's in the first 15 minutes. But I mean, that was like a karmic thing, you know. I was meant to have that experience or meet this person in this lifetime. I had two past life memories of him. So, I think maybe we were meant to finally let go in this lifetime. That's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, he could have fucking handled it better. Or nicer. But, you know what? The last time we met, it was lovely, so I don't have any complaints. I can forget about that other 3 years. It's not a loss. It never was, so it's not a loss, so. It wasn't a loss. It was never mine. But anyway, if you watch the part 1, you'll know what I mean. It was more karmic. lesson to know what real love is supposed to feel like. So I just wish it hadn't, you know, lasted for 5 years. And yeah, nothing's changed since then. But I feel so much happier. And I feel like I'm healing. Anyway, I have to get to work, guys. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please hype the video if you don't mind. I would appreciate it. And it's not one of my best videos or lives, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful week. Okay? Mwah. Bye.